Hi. Have you seen bilateral stimulation or self-administered EMDR on YouTube and wondered if it could help you? It can help a lot of people, but it can also be quite dangerous for people when they go into flashbacks and there's no support. So if you're trying to figure out, do I really have to work with a therapist or could I just try this at home? Then I've got two important things to look for that can help you make your decision. Hi, I'm Deanne Dietz, licensed mental health counselor, and I've worked with trauma and dissociation. And it probably took me about 10 years of trainings to really feel like, okay, now I get it. Now I can really support people with dissociation. Because the truth is, it can be very subtle and we don't always know we're doing it. So here's a couple of things you want to watch for. When you get the urge to go do bilateral stimulation, notice if you can name what's happening for you. Like, are you aware of yourself? Do you have an observer self? Can you sit and notice what's happening? Like, oh, this has really got my blood boiling. Or, wow, I really feel betrayed by this person. I interpret their behaviors as meaning I'm not important to them. Or I don't think I can trust this work team when these kind of dynamics are happening. So that's an example of being able to narrate and observe what's happening as opposed to coming home and just, I'm looking for another job, or that's it, I'm never talking to that person again. When you're more singular focused, there's a good chance that you're hijacked and there's not distress tolerance happening. So that's the second piece is to notice, can you manage yourself right now? So can you not only observe and be aware of what's happening, and you would have some evidence of that if you're able to narrate, here's my thoughts, here's my urges that I have, here's my emotions, here's how I'm feeling them in my body, the sensations that I have. And then secondly, am I making some choices? Like, am I squeeze releasing? Did I rock out in the car on the way home? Am I going to go for a run? Am I doing a dragon breath? So are you regulating yourself and those emotions? Then doing some bilateral stimulation. So it's not EMDR, the whole 8 phases, but doing some bilateral stimulation can help activate other parts of your brain so that just like when you sleep on it, or even next week, you'll probably have a very different view on something because you've gotten time to process the bilateral stimulation, so watching a ball go side to side or a light bar go side to side, or even having a dual headset and the music, it can even make your brain feel like it's swooshing to side to side. That's okay, nothing's happening bad in your brain. Those can all help activate more parts. And so I think of it as having an inner committee where it's like other parts of you come to the table and can offer different perspectives. So doing some bilateral for 5, 10, 20 minutes can help you move through and help you process that information, the thing that has come to you and is disturbing to you. Okay. When do you not do it? Well, if you know you have dissociation, then it's not a good idea to do on your own. Even as a trained EMDR therapist, I went to somebody else to do my work because you never know when. Like, you're just going to get swooped into, this is just like my whole childhood, or this is like my ex, or this makes me feel like that other thing. And so the people who come to your table are, kind of like a mosh pit of, yeah, and another thing, this also happened when, and see, this is why we can't trust people. So it can make the story bigger and more overwhelming as well. So it can be overstimulating, or it can be to the point where you're just checked out and you don't even know you are. So if you know you have dissociation symptoms, then it's a good idea to work with somebody until those are more regulated and you're staying more present. And then by all means, use bilateral then. So I can't tell you whether it's right for you, but I hope these two things, can I narrate it and am I doing some kind of regulation while I'm upset? And if I know that, then let me try it out. But if I already know that I check out or I already know I'm in this singular focus, then it's a good idea to work with a highly trained. So not just somebody who has a weekend EMDR training, but somebody who has had additional trainings in trauma or somatic work, and somebody who can help you understand what's going on to get connected in your body and who can recognize dissociation if and when it's happening. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you. The rest of this playlist has some just random bilateral stimulation from YouTube, nothing I'm associated with, but hopefully you find one that feels right for you.